My name is Grace Hughes, and in this video, we're tuning into the heart energy of the day. That's Monday, July 6, 2020, using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I'm reading from Katy, just outside of Houston, and this reading is for everyone. It's intended as a tool to help us to be more effective in our creating, recognizing our enmeshment in the world and our interconnections with all things and all beings. We're asking how best to work with the heart energy for Monday, July 6th, 2020. The Two of Pentacles, the Star, and Death and Rebirth. So in many ways, this is a continuation of the energies that we were moving in all throughout last week. We're here with the need to find fresh equilibrium. We've got fresh hope for the future and death and rebirth. Something old is being let go of, being released, so that something new can come in and take its place. We'll start with the Two of Pentacles. This is a card about balance and finding our equilibrium, being able to juggle our varying responsibilities. So it can indicate that we have a lot going on and we're needing to juggle it all and to keep everything in harmony, everything balanced. Or it can show where there are two distinct and opposing spheres in our lives that both need equal attention. For example, balancing our rest and our work efforts, balancing our family's needs with our own individual needs. This card usually shows up when something has thrown our balance off a little bit or could potentially do so. And it's an indicator that we just need to slip into a new rhythm, pay attention to what we have going on, and pay attention to where we're putting our energies, and to do that mindfully. Okay? And next to it, we have the Star. It's a beautiful illustration here. We have a young woman down on the ground holding a string that connects into this brightly shining star. So this card is the one that follows immediately behind the Tower card. And the Tower is a card of destruction. It's a card where outdated modes that were once secure and sure and certain are smashed and everything goes flying. And so this is the card that follows that destruction. It's a card of hope and optimism. It's an energy where we look to the future and imagine happiness and fulfillment entering our lives again, and we find our way back onto that path toward happiness and fulfillment after having experienced some traumatic event. That's the energy here. It's a card that follows grief, follows loss, and it's our orientation onto the future that awaits us. It's a belief in that future. Now, in this card as well, there can be a lot of darkness still surrounding in the present moment, following on from that Tower energy. That darkness can be very present. The star is the light in the sky, as opposed to the sun or even a moon, the full moon. And the idea here too is that the star is within us as well, and that if there is that residual darkness, to trust our own inner light and guidance, and to trust in tomorrow. Okay, so that's the star. Next to it we have death and rebirth. This is that reminder that death and rebirth go hand in hand. For anything new to begin, something must end. And this is about the closing of a cycle. So that cycle could be a relationship, a career path, a belief system. It could be the idea for our future that we held that's no longer possible for us, following on from some events. And so it's a tremendous amount to release, to transmute, and then to be reborn is to orient ourselves away from what was and onto the possibilities, what might be, the unknown tomorrow. It's very important to take the time to grieve, if there's grieving to be done, to honor what was, and to shift our orientation to tomorrow. That's the encouragement here with recentering onto the rebirth. What's possible? What lies ahead? So to bring that all together for us individually, this is very much about orienting ourselves for the future, following from some loss or some great change. And that will involve recalibrating our equilibrium. We'll need to balance where we focus our energy, on the past and toward the future. We want to get that energy focusing on the future, releasing what was and allowing something new to take its place, and being patient that it takes time, but that it's working its way out and something new is coming in. Okay. And that's on the collective level also. We'll see that in our collectives, various social groups that are seeing progress made and the orientation of hope for a better tomorrow, releasing older, outdated, no longer relevant ways of doing things, old structures crumbling, letting new ones come in for something new that we don't yet know what it's even going to look like to be born. So it's that, and that's relevant at the global level as our societal structures continue to be shaken, which opens this window of hope. What might be born, what might follow on. Okay, so that's all for today. If you enjoyed the reading, remember to click the like button and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in, everyone. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to joining you here again tomorrow.